Good evening, viewers. Good morning, good afternoon. I welcome you once again on our platform. It's your platform, You're from UG, and today I'm having Family Matters program. I'm called Jorrien. I want to welcome you and say Happy New Month because this is now the end of the year. We are in the last 2 months of the year. That's why you're trying to come up with Christmas. I'm trying to put things together so you can bring the festive season. You can start inviting the festive season in your house. So today I'm here to present to you a topic that has really touched me, and I've tried to look around from different people's the celebrities, like those entertainment in the entertainment, the professional people, the normal people, how they've tried to do their things, and I thought I can share it with you. And the topic today is how much time do we put in all the decisions we make in our lives, and do those decisions feel like they are not too late or not all too overdone? Why I bring this thing is so many times we make decisions, and yes, they are right decisions, because you sit down and think about a decision or a phase of your life, but how much time do you put in, and do you still feel like after the time you've put in, do you still feel that you can enjoy the phase, or do you feel like you can continue with another phase? Or we put so many things together. Why do I say this? I've seen the celebrities. Let me talk about the musicians in the Western world. These are people that have got managers. You have a manager, and the manager comes up with a work plan for your life. So we're gonna bring work plans in our lives, but they're supposed to have time, because even a company has work plan for almost like a year or 3 years. They always make 3 years. So in our lives, we need to bring in a work plan that has time limit, with resources stipulated on how you're gonna use that time to make positive out of it. And if you come out negative, you can still sit down and say, this time I had a phase of life that was supposed to be like this, but I used this much of time. Then you can reflect, this much of time, did I need it to make it more or less, or did I put in more of my investments or no? For example, I can talk about, for example, like you can choose to become you can choose to make money. We've seen so many people out of campus or when they reach that have not gone to school, when they reach the age of 18, you're like, I'm gonna make money. Yes, let's do this. Make money, but give it time. Because we've seen so many people bury themselves in making money and forget to be parents and forget to get married. And at the time someone says, oh, now I'm ready to get married, someone is like 40 years. A woman cannot give birth. A man is going to produce kids, and they're going to look like their grandfather is the grandfather. So we need to think about the time we put in our decisions in our phase of life, so that we can make it enjoyable, so we can make it fun, so we can enjoy it. I will start with an example. Choose to become a parent. And when you choose to become a parent, for example, you need to give it time, because a human being, a normal human being, a normal parent, you are born to be part of the parent world, not to be a parent. Quote me right. You're not supposed to live the rest of your life as a parent. You have to live the rest of your life part of being a parent. This is when you will learn how to take care of yourself, because you're not born a parent. You're part of being a parent. So here we can do it like this. We can have it a phase of time. These kids, when you become a parent, it's not that they've bought you out of the world. Now, choose the time limit and say, I have 2 kids, I'm going to give them 5 years or 10 years. Because me, I prefer 10 years, because a kid after 10 years, this is a kid that has already picked up small principles of life based on how you've been treating them. And if he has a bigger sibling, then you can say, okay, I can do that. Choose to become a parent for a specific period of time. Let me talk about 10. Give the kid, produce your kid, give them 100% of everything. In every decision you make, prioritize them, because they have their phase of life. It's them being children and it's you being a parent. Because you think you may live like 60 years, and once you take specifically 10 years from that 60 years plus the 30 that you've tried to grow up for you to become a parent, then that means you have 10 years to focus on this person. That's when you will not go for vacation without them. That's when you will put their needs, even when you're saving, you will think about these kids for the 10 years. If it means to put in their account a bigger percentage of saving more than what you put in your account, that's their time. This is the time when you will choose to have meals, basically because they want to have the meals. This is the time you will choose to look for educational literature just because you want to be a better parent. This is when you will start to choose people that will impact positively, even the friends you make around in those 10 years. Plan for your kids. Plan for your kids. And you say, my kid is now 5 years. I'm going to give him 10 more years, or make it 15 years for him. The friends I'm going to be having, these are friends that will help this kid if I leave the world before he's in a better position to buy by himself. These are the friends you have to choose. Get friends from those those aspects of work, like the field of work you want your kids to work in. Become friends, okay? Look out for, even if it is entertainment, try to be parental. Let it be educational. Sit down and read about different games kids have to play, because this is their phase of life. And once 10 years are done, you will sit down and say, okay, I gave 80% of my time to being a parent. Did I try to make it better? And because you cannot pay back the 10 years, you're not going to die. Now, appreciate yourself and say, I'm a human being. Where it did not come right, it did not. But if it has come right, thank God for that. Then you will feel, even if you've not achieved 100% of what you expected, but you will still appreciate because you tried to give it your best as a parent. And from this time, imagine a kid is 7 years right now, and you give 10 years of your time more, he'll be 17. And your youngest maybe is 5, she will be 15. Then, I'm imagining you are 30 years, or I'm imagining you're 35. Then you're giving your kid 10 more years. That is 45. At the age of 45, do not become a parent if you've already done the parenting phase. Then switch to another goal. Because I believe if you've not yet made your money, the age of 45, you can give it 5 more years if you're using the partner of 5-5. In my life, I'm using a partner of 10-10. I give myself 10 years in everything I'm doing. So if you have a partner of 5-5, then if you're 45 and try to focus on making money, this time around you're gonna travel if it means to go in a different country because you have to work. The kids are already done with their affairs. You are looking for money. You are going to save because now you do not have to buy toys for someone who is 15 years who has been given time. You do not have to buy all the fancy phones that are coming on trend after the 10 years. These 5 years, if your phase of life is 5, focus on making money. That's if you've not yet made money. You can even choose to focus on being a wife at 45. This is the time you guys are going to leave the kids in the house with someone, take care of them, and just go and be yourselves. You take a vacation. You try to enjoy every phase of life, putting in time. I'm trying to, I try, as early as I started, I said, those celebrities, the professionals, guys, you see, the Obamas, they have people that are managers. Right now, you don't have a manager because you cannot do it, but they have managers that have given them a work plan of their life. People invest in that. You can invest in having someone to tell you, to get you a work plan of your own life and become a better person within the effect of time. Because you cannot be 70. Let's change the generation of being 60 when you're still looking for a new job. Let's cut down the trend of being 60 when you do not have a piece of land where you're going to put your head. Because you focused on doing something better than and putting a lot of time. You understand? You chose to be a parent, and you became a parent for 30 years. Those kids ain't gonna pay you now. They're not gonna pay you. They're gonna switch to their own lives and start hanging around with their boyfriends and girlfriends, wives and kids, and you'll be there trying to fix your life. And whenever you come to a decision or a phase, when you're making a phase, try to involve in people, different people. They may be your kids. Talk to them. I have 10 years with you guys, and you're gonna try to be the best, because I'm gonna be the best. Talk to your boyfriend, talk to your man, talk to your wife. My honey, my dear, we have kids now. We're not gonna do vacations as much as we wanted. Now we're gonna focus on these kids because it's their phase of life. And you say, my dear, it's my 5 years. I'm gonna earn money. If he's your husband, you tell him, we've had 10 years of our relationship. It was honeymoon. I was being a wife. But now I need 10 years now or 5 years to become financially stable. Then you will, at the end of the day, you will feel that you had a lot of time in life and you used it well. And you used it well. Because in every investment of your life, in every phase of your life, you had put time. An Englishman, or not an Englishman, there's a saying says, time is money. It can even be, time can even be health. Because if you try to mentally talk to your brain and give them a time frame of everything they're going to do, it will feel healthy. It will feel okay for them. So let me give an example of a lady or a man itinerary, and let me say you're getting 20s. This time you're in the middle of, sometimes you're in the middle of your university, or you're going to your university. You can choose to become what you want at that phase. Let me say you're going to choose to become a girlfriend. Be a girlfriend and a real wife. You're going to focus on this boy, you're going to focus on this girl, and build a future together. Because you've chosen to be someone's girlfriend. You can say, honey, we're going to do this for 5 years first. I'm going to focus on you. You're going to focus on me. I'm going to make decisions considering you, and you're going to make decisions considering me. This means when it's time for an investment, you will talk to this nigger or this bitch, whatever. Because before the ring, everyone is a bitch and a nigger. You will talk to this person. You will think, even if you want to build a house, or like you're trying to save money for a house, you chose to become someone's boyfriend. You're gonna sit down and talk to her and say, my baby, I think I'm starting to save for a house, but can we do this together? Then after you considering this, time you're not going to go out with your friends without your partner's consent. For the 5 years you're giving yourselves, this time is making you learn yourselves. It is going to help you become a better person in that phase of life, and you will not regret. This is the time you're going to taking all the pain because you chose to become a wife, or you chose to become someone's girlfriend and someone's boyfriend. She's gonna do shit, you're gonna take it in. You are gonna do the best she's gonna appreciate, or he's gonna appreciate, because you guys sat down and talked. This is the time when you're gonna have all your vacations, because you're being in love. Actually, this phase is being in love. You are being in love. So if the phase of love is there, give it time. It can even take 10 years. You can even decide to give birth in those 10 years because you're focusing on someone. This is the time when someone is going to say, honey, I do not want you to do this kind of job. You're not leaving the city to the north or out in the up countries, because we are doing this together and you are going to obey. You know why? You chose to be in love for 10 years. Okay? This is the time when you are going to have a joint account because you've chosen to be in love. Then after 10 years, you will sit down and say, okay, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. How did I gain? And if you gained right, change the next phase. And if you did not gain it, appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself. This is something to those people watching this video out there, and you are that age, 20s, 20 to 23, 24, 25. Then after those years, I'm using the phase of 10 because that's me. I'm using 10 years. After those 10 years, whatever years you've said, choose. You can choose to become a parent in the next phase of life. And then you're going to do exactly as I said in the previous minutes. And when 10 years are done, do not feel sorry for yourself. No. Appreciate yourself. Because you made a decision, gave it a time, invested in it. With your brains, with your energy, with your heart, with your feelings. Then, I'm talking about you became committed at the age of 25 in a relationship, let me say. Now you're 35. Then now you're becoming a parent at 45. For 45 years. At this time, because you chose to become a parent, probably have a better job, because you know being a parent needs to be financed. You need to finance everything. You need to have good friends around you, because if they're going to be in your kid's life, they are already in your life. Then now choose to make money. Choose to invest time in you. This is the time you're going to leave your man in the house, because his time was done, your kids were done, and go out there and hustle for money, because now you're investing for your life. This is the time you are going to make decisions over your body. You're going to try to do surgeries. You can bleach whatever you want to do. You can do lots of things with your body, because now this is your time. You are making your money. If you've not yet secured a lot of, a lot of assets or money, try to make money and try to invest in yourself and in everything around you. So at that age, you can give it 10 more years. And now I'm talking about 55 years. Trust me, when you reach the time of 55, when you've already planned your life like that, you will never be worried about your 60s. Because then you will sit in your life and concert yourself and say, I did my best with every phase of my life. So now, whatever did not come right, I'm going to live in it. If my kids did not come out right, don't blame yourself. Drop them. You cannot be a parent at 60 if you had already given them time. If you did not make enough money, don't go out there and kill yourself because you think you can make it better at 55. So, this will help you to get, actually, if you have that trend of life, it will help you to have a relaxed pension. I do not expect you at the age of 60 trying to fix a relationship, trying to be out there and die for this man that you've been with for 30 good years, when you gave this nigger or this woman 10 years of your life and he did or she did not respect it, or you did not get the best out of it, or maybe you weren't a better person. So don't blame yourself for that. Then now 60, live your life. Be a bitch again. I mean, you can be a bitch at the age of 60. How old is Oprah Winfrey? Be a bitch even if you don't reach. This means you don't care about anything. So my dear friends, today I wanted to share with you that, and please let's keep it in our lives. Let's try to open our brains to the new phases of life. We have 2 months to the end of the year. Sit down, make a work plan for your life for the next years. It's never too late. It's never too late. And you can always start. But remember, time is the key. And whatever you're starting and whatever phase you're choosing to start in your life, give it your best. Give it your best and you will not regret. Become your own manager. Get our plan. Put in time and respect the time you put in. And remember, you're a human being who can wake up one day and things did not come up as you said, as you thought. In my previous video here on your forum, I told you, if you've not done what you expected, everything, do not try to be a perfectionist, because you cannot be. It's only God. So even when everything does not come out right, don't try to be a perfectionist, but still on the journey, do it your best. Do it your best. Keep around on our platform for more videos and for more tips. That was from me today to you guys on our platform, in our chat, in our show Family Matters. And please educate yourself. The key secret to being knowledgeable is not how much you know, is not what you've gone through or what you've had. You can even get knowledge from books. Read as much as you want. Listen to knowledge. A lot of wisdom is hidden in the books. Keep watching and stay tuned on our show. Thank you very much. Keep commenting, keep sharing. This is Jorrien today on your forum. Catch you guys next time. Happy festival season. Get started around the house. I love you. We love you. From me to you.